May your mornings bring joy and your evenings bring peace. May your troubles grow few as your blessings increase. May the saddest day of your future be no worse than the happiest day of your past. May your hands be forever clasped in friendship and your hearts joined forever in love.
At times I wondered if this day would ever come, because about 5 years ago, maybe a bit more, Nick made a solo trip from Hong Kong. He plucked up the courage and very formally and properly, he said, "Would it be all right if we married Caroline?" Of course, we both said, yes, that would be absolutely fine, we'd love it. Isabel and I waited very expectantly for quite a long time. And we kept wondering when the announcement of the engagement was going to happen, but unfortunately, it took a while. Anyway.
Sorry.
After a while, he did get around to asking Caroline, and we are, of course, hugely pleased to have him join our family.
It's now my privilege and indeed my pleasure to declare that you are now husband and wife.
It's an occasion I, for one, still have trouble believing that's actually happening. Being Nick's younger brother was probably one of the easiest jobs in the world. Almost every single rebellious, naughty decision the youth can make, I think Nick covered the entire playbook. You probably added to it as well. How far you've come now, it's absolutely incredible, amazing to see. You have a heart of gold, brother, and you always try to bring the brightest side out of everyone. The most inappropriate timing for jokes, but that is priceless, and at the end of the day, you're able to put a smile on everyone's face. He's the only man in the world who spent more time in Asia and China who decided to get an Asian character tattooed on himself. He thought it meant lucky, but in further inspection, it actually translates to luck in the new year. Well, it turns out he did have luck on the new year because he and Kaz met on New Year's Eve. That's the luckiest day of your life.
I met Kaz 7 or 8 years ago in Hong Kong in an alleyway with a bag of chips, feeling very sorry for myself because I'd been rejected by a man, and Kaz picked up the pieces. And she sat with me in an alleyway and said, "It's going to be okay, mate. You're 23 and it's going to be fine." I was like, cool, I got this. Anyway, we skip forward 7 years and here she is looking like, I'm not going to gush, but she's looking phenomenal. And she's also managed to nail cool, chic, shoulder pads, awesome, beautiful. And can we just raise a glass for this girl because she's amazing.
7 years ago, on a rather spectacular New Year's Eve, a very special woman was dancing on stage at a little venue called the Hong Kong Football Club. And it was post-countdown. She looked down at the crowd and she pointed. Myself in that crowd looked around, pointed at myself questioningly. Me. Looked back up at Caroline, really hopefully, big doe eyes. Little did I know, from that moment would be the start of the best and most amazing journey of my life, and it's brought us all here today.
Let me first start by explaining the dinosaur thing. It comes back to a moment in the first few days of our relationship when we were picking a film to watch and I'd settled on Jurassic Park. I was, like everyone in a new relationship, playing it cool, acting aloof. And so I blurted out, When I get married, I want to walk up the aisle to Jurassic Park theme tune. Nick, unlike many men who would have made a speedy exit at that point, he came back with, sounds good, babe. I'm in. And that is how this all began.
Not much I can say, really. Like, I mean, genuinely, you're one of a kind, fella. Like, I mean, I don't know what the hell. Your blood is in your veins, but same as mine, I guess. But you know, you're wild for sure. But I would say this about Nick: he's someone that brings laughter and fun and love to everything he does, and I'm so appreciative and so proud to call him older brother.
My gorgeous, what can I say? I shared that story about the first time I laid eyes on you because I'll never forget it. It's my favorite story to tell. I am the luckiest man in the world, and I am so proud and honored to call you my wife. And I can't wait for you were the star and the best of my adventures 7 years ago, and I can't wait for the next 78 years to come. So yeah. So I love you all, and thank you, and I love you. Thank you for being here, and good night.